Hello everyone, this will be the review of a game Pawarumi, and the key was provided by developer. It's very simple to tell what it is because it's a shooter, shoot 'em up, as some people say. We have two versions, generally speaking, horizontal and vertical, and this is one of them. This is not side-scrolling shooter, this is the other one. It has very nice graphics. It has specific system of three types of weapons that can heal you or load your super attack, and that's the whole depth that you get, this sort of Trinity system. I'm gonna show it to you. We won't be playing tutorial, I'll just tell you and I will show you in a game. There is no upgrades and no progression other than just getting score. So there is leaderboards, as you can see here. You play level and you score something and you land somewhere on the leaderboards. And in the game you just switch your three weapons. Sometimes you load your special attack, which you can use then. Sometimes you heal your HP. It's called shield, but if you lose it you die. So basically it's your HP. However, there is no customization or upgrade system at all. So it's just a pure score run. I'm gonna show you one game, one attempt, and then probably I will show you leaderboards, and that's gonna be it. So let's go with settings. What do we have here? Actually, there's quite a lot. Let's see. Language, yes, cool. I might even go lower with sound. Yeah, this is well done actually. It's on low. It works fast when I have nothing else running in the background, and it works with OBS correctly. Audio, yeah, we have some sliders. Can I go lower? Yeah, let's go lower because it's gonna be loud. Controls, yes, this is the controls. Basically, you have three weapons. You move around, you use super attack, and basically that's it. So not much here. Very well done, actually. Menu. It makes sense. Finally, it's not annoying. Right. So let's maybe leaderboard first, right? So I'm here. Worldwide, you can switch to friends, of course nobody plays it, and that's probably some in-game score, right? So that's just what I did. So of course there's better people than me, and well, I'm not gonna compete with them because I'm not into competition, but just saying that if you like leaderboards, that there is a way to place yourself on the leaderboards in this game. So play. I have no idea what's the point of training because you don't get score. I died very quickly and I got nothing. I didn't see myself in leaderboards anywhere, so I guess that's completely pointless. And then we have tutorial, which I will skip because that's basically what I just told you. And arcade, we're just gonna make one attempt, right? So you can play normal, easy, or hard. And I'm gonna play on easy. I'm gonna skip the story because there is some story, there is some dialogue, but it's just not that important about telling you what the game is about. How does it work? Yes, when I alt tab, it pauses itself. That's good. And let's continue. Alright, so I'm gonna just spam one of the attacks. You will see how it goes. I think the 419 could be the leaderboard's position. I'm not sure what's this number. Alright, so this is one of the attacks. This is the second one. And this is the third one. And sometimes you do double damage to enemies if you match the color correctly. You can also take back some shield, which is on the bottom left, and you can load the super attack, which is on the right. I'm gonna leave the super attack on the boss if you make it to the boss. As you can see, it's very tight. Before I had some problems because I had some games running in the background, but apparently this was my fault, and this runs really quickly. So technically it's very well done actually. It looks good, interesting art style, and it's very responsive, it's very fast. So no problems here. My only and the biggest gripe about this game is the lack of customization and upgrade system. There's just nothing to work for in this game aside from leaderboards. It's just about score. So if you want to get a great score, if you're good at this, if you're a maniac of shoot 'em ups just for the score, you will like it probably because you will instantly see how good you are. But otherwise, if you're into some progression, some depth in the game, some customization, making builds, then there is nothing here, completely nothing. You just have three generic weapons and that's it. Well, they're well done, I must say. They are really satisfying. I kinda like those missiles. But you can't really change anything. It's always this, right? You're gonna see one of those three effects, right? This beam, this fast minigun, and the missiles. And that's the whole game. Just three weapons, no upgrading, and you try to make it through the level, the area, and go all the way through up to the boss, and then next level, next level. And after 4 or 5 levels, it's done. It's rather hard and challenging. I made it to 2nd level, that was it. But I just don't see much point. I'm not into score or leaderboards. I always, if I play those games, I want some progression, and there is no progression. There's nothing to unlock, nothing to upgrade, nothing to gain, no currency. So I don't understand the price of this game, to be honest. I mean, it's expensive. It's like $15. If you wanna see a game with proper progression, I'm not saying it's the best game ever. You should check Rain of Bullets. I actually have 10 hours in it, and it has progression, right? It might not be the best game ever. It's kind of indie as well. It's a side scroller, kind of like this one, but you know, one is vertical, one is horizontal. I always forget which one is which, but basically you go from left to right in a Rain of Bullets, just like here you go from bottom to the top. And there is just so much progression there. There's so much weapons, and you can customize them. Here, just have those 3 weapons, right? This is like a benchmark. Like, my thoughts was, well, is this a benchmark? Is it to test your graphic card or what? No, it's a game. Ah, how much is it? Oh, $15. Ooh, that's a lot. Does it have something I'm not getting? Does it have some, you know, other value, some sort of feature I don't understand? Probably not. It has this Trinity stuff, and I'm afraid that's it. And that's not what I was looking for, really. Can I do it? I don't know. Let's see. Probably not. Or maybe. Do I have to kill them? No. It's dead. Right, so there's a level. There's a full level. And I'm gonna very quickly die in this next one. I'm gonna skip it. Right. And there's this train, or I don't know what it's called. It's a road with vehicles. Yeah, that thing. And basically you are here and you shoot stuff, just like before. You're just going one lane and killing stuff slowly. I would like to have better score, actually. You know, it is something you might get into. You just wanna be like, oh, I need to make 3 million to be a little bit higher. But if that's the only reason to play, then no, I'm just not gonna do it. It's only a moment of, maybe I should do it, but nah, not really. I don't have to be better than others. Oh, by the way, it's not responding. Let's see what happens. Probably it's just not responding. And it should load or something. Yeah, now it works. Cool. It just choked. Alright, so we have a lot of shield still. And yeah, see, there's nothing to talk about. You just do the same thing. You basically have one button pushed and you just move around avoiding bullets. So yeah, it's a bullet hell as well. So yeah, I'm avoiding bullets, sort of. I'm trying, at least. Probably I should use a different weapon, but this one has better coverage. See, I can still load some shield on this guy. It's a boss? No, maybe it isn't. Yeah, let's kill some more. Try to make it. Before I'm done with the game, let's try to make it to 3 million. Or something. Can I do it? Maybe? No. Oh my goodness, this is bad. Maybe they're supposed to be harder or something. Can I make it to 3 million? I would like to see the other boss. Maybe. Big enemy. Drain with your laser. What? Can I do it? I don't know. I'm dead. Sort of. I'm afraid. Yeah, I have a little shield right now. Yeah, we have 3 million. That's awesome. What am I supposed to do now? I don't know. Maybe drain him? No, this is the... I don't know what I'm doing. I think the same color is boosting shield and the other color is something else. But I'm not sure. Am I draining something? Maybe with this? Yes, I think I got some shield, but not a lot of it. Yeah, I'm dead, pretty much. Am I getting shield? Yes. I think I am. So that's definitely a bullet hell element. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Yeah, I would like to upgrade. See, that's the problem. I would love to upgrade myself somehow and have it easier, but no, I'm just dead. Right, so we made 3 million. We did it to second level, which might be 25% of the whole run. And that's it, guys. That's the game. So you land in leaderboards, and yeah, you pick your name, right? You see your score. Tells you which weapon you use the most, and this is not that important. Yeah, so I climbed a bit. See, I climbed 10 pieces, 10 places in leaderboards. That's my reward, and then I would basically do the same, right? So I'm personally bored after a very short time when I play a game like this. Let me just check the recording. Yeah, it bores me because all it offers is a score round, and I'm not interested at all. I don't like competitive games. I'm not into leaderboards. I'm not into score. I'm into seeing the game and getting somewhere in it, not just beating it, because, well, that's the basics you can have in any game, just to beat it and be done with it, and then the install. I like it when games have complexity, not just length, because length itself is not enough. You know, a 50-hour game like this would be long, but it would also be boring. What I like in games is complexity. There must be some sort of customization, optimization, unlocking system, some perks, skill trees, anything that makes it interesting. You can think about, let's say, Fallout 4. If Fallout 4 was just combat, just shooting with 3 guns, it would be nothing. That game wouldn't exist even. It would be like, I don't know, Command and Conquer or something. What makes Fallout 4 good is the complexity, the amount of perks, powers, weapons, crafting, all that stuff that you do in the game, not just having environment and shooting stuff in it, because that's just so boring. Or Prey, for instance, right? If Prey was just a shooter, a pure shooter, it would be boring game. But because it has this system of perks that you get, this whole resource management, the powers that you use, this makes it interesting. This makes good games pretty much in every genre. Rain of Bullets in terms of shooters, right? Shoot 'em ups. This is what made the game good, was the amount of loot you get. Borderlands 2, again, loot, perks, characters, upgrades, all that stuff. Not just the campaign. Campaign in Borderlands is nothing. It's 20 hours and done. And I have 160 hours in Borderlands 2 with 100 on one character. It's like beating campaign 5 times. And it's not because I beaten the campaign 5 times. It's because the game offers something more than just, well, play 4 levels and be done with it. And yes, you're the best. Yeah, and then what? You deinstall and you just lost $15 and you have a little bit of satisfaction. Nah, I would just buy, I don't know, Salt and Sanctuary and score 150 hours in it or more. Why not? Right? This is just very little for your money. If someone likes the graphics and the challenge, maybe, but it's still expensive. So this is probably only for people who are after leaderboards and after shoot 'em ups with no customization and no upgrades. If there are some people like that, they will love it. But if you are into complexity, if you like games to be interesting, and if you want to uh, change something in your gameplay, or maybe gain something, if you like grinding, if you like testing stuff, like for instance Grim Dawn, right? It's not about a campaign in Grim Dawn. It's about testing different builds and getting new stuff and putting it together and seeing if it works. That's interesting. That's how you clock, 600 hours on a game, not just uh, move forward and kill stuff and you know I don't know, stop after that. Because what? How long can you do it really? You will do a couple of runs, a couple of attempts, and then what? You just switch the game off and you go back to your life. This is not something that's gonna hook you up. Maybe for a couple of runs, maybe for a couple of attempts, maybe you will try to best your score in leaderboards, play it for an hour or something, and then you're done. And it's just not worth it. I mean, it's a $1 game really for what it offers. It's much more expensive. So how many points? I will give it 5 because as much as it's responsive and looks good, it offers no customization. So one element is done very well, the graphics, the presentation, but the complexity is non-existent. So I think it kinda goes in the middle ground. However, I can't recommend it because it's for super narrow group of people. I mean, unless you are into leaderboards and unless you want a game where you don't think, you just press 3 buttons and sometimes activate a special attack, and that's it. Basically, it's 4 buttons, and you can beat a big part of the game holding 1 button. Seriously, if you are good at um, bullet hell games, you can just hold 1 button and go through the entire game like this, just without thinking at all, just reflexes. So this is the last thing I'm looking for in games. But there is definitely a group of people who are into this, so they will be satisfied. But you must be one of those people. Still, the game is expensive. $15 is a lot for a shooter. Recommended only for very specific group of people. The score is 5 out of 10 because the graphics and the presentation are really good and the controls are tight. However, the lack of customization kind of kills it for me, so I can't give it higher score. So yeah, that was Pawarumi, 5 out of 10. Very basic in terms of content. Shoot 'em up with really good presentation and no upgrade system or customization. So that will be it about this game. I will see you guys in next review, hopefully with something that I will like more.